Hello, back out again, my son Trav.
Hello.
Hello. So today we're doing a walk. I call it the Winnie the Pooh walk. So it's actually, we're doing a walk around Ashdown Forest, which is one of the biggest pieces of preserved countryside in the southeast of England. It used to be 13,000 acres, and I think it's now 6,000, which is double the size of Knepp, so it's big. And even though it's called forest, I think it's only about 40% is forest. Anyway, we'll talk about all that, but what we're also doing is having a little tour of places made famous by Winnie the Pooh, because this was where A A Milne lived, and he set his Winnie the Pooh stories around here. I'll give you a quick spin round, it's not too much to see, but just come up that way. It's lovely, sorry about the aeroplane. But we've got away from the cars, I can hear birds. So yeah, we're just following a path. Looks like open heath up there. And we'll catch you in a minute. So this is Pooh Bridge, where you can play Pooh Sticks. You right, Trav? Yeah, it's really busy. Over there. And it's obviously really popular. But yeah, this is the bridge that you used to come to. And here is Owl's house. There's a tree where Owl's house is. It's quite near to the Pooh Sticks Bridge. Just thought I'd show you absolutely amazing views. All natural, apart from there's a road there. Trav's on the phone. But yeah, look at that. Miles and miles, there's two big country houses over there, but apart from that, this reminds me of Knepp, which again is beautiful and empty. There you go. Okay, so a bit further on, being going up a hill, we come to the memorial to A A Milne. So that is the person who wrote the Winnie the Pooh books. So it's like a little circle of stones here. So apparently the first one was written or came out in 1926. Let me just flip this around. Yeah, he lived on the outskirts of Ashdown Forest. This is the memorial to him. So he lived 1882 to 1956. As I say, the first book came out in 26, and there was about 4 books. And then the E.H. Shepherd, it says there, I think that's the one who did the drawings. And yeah, captured the magic of Ashdown Forest and gave it to the world. And yeah, you'll probably know all about the books, so I don't need to tell you too much, apart from they're all about Christopher Robin's adventures. Now, Christopher Robin Milne was A A Milne's son, and the animals in it were based on his toys. So there is an original Winnie the Pooh, I think it's in a museum in London. Apparently Christopher Robin had a slightly strange relationship, estranged maybe, with his dad, and he was unhappy about the books, some of his life, because I think, you imagine, it's a bit like that girl who's in Jitty Bang Bang. She felt labelled and had problems and blamed it all on that. But either way, it made him famous. So yeah, that's all about Winnie the Pooh, and I think we're coming up to Heffalumps something or other. Anyway, we'll find out in a minute. But there you go, it's lovely here. Views, as you can see, absolutely amazing. So we'll catch you in a bit. We're at what's called the Heffalump Trap and Lone Pine. So I'm sure aficionados of the books or Disney films will know better than me. I do remember the Heffalumps, they're like elephanty things. But this is the Heffalump Trap. And again, wow, there's paths everywhere. Absolutely amazing. Highly recommended. So,
Hello.
hello, we'll push on. Okay, so we're coming up to what is known in Winnie the Pooh land lore as the Enchanted Place, but what is actually called, as you can see from the sign, Gill's Lap Clump. And oh look, I've got a quote from Winnie the Pooh. I'm rumbly in my tummy. No, I'm rumbly in my tumbly, time for something sweet. So this is the Enchanted Place. It's not too busy, there's quite a few families around, I guess. They're doing the old Pooh tour. Oh, this is lovely. Wow, I can see why it's called the Enchanted Place. So these are all places that I think Christopher Robin and his dad would have gone with him on walks and things. They live nearby, and so that's where he would have got these stories, you know, the places and the stories. It's wonderful. Okay, down here, trees there. But this bit down here is known as Roo's Sandpit. Now, Roo was the baby kangaroo. I remember, I've seen the Disney films. I don't know if I ever read the books when I was young. But yeah, Roo's Sandpit. There's quite a few chopped down. I think there was a sign saying they chopped down a lot of the gorse bushes because they were getting a bit out of hand and it was causing problems. But yeah, lovely. So we'll push on. So this bit is what's called on the map is the North Pole. There's no snow, luckily. And there's this lovely stone bridge here, little brook. Trav. So yeah, this is in the book known as the North Pole. It's stunning. We've been coming down the hill, you can't see so much now, but it's absolutely stunning here. So we're off to somewhere about Eeyore next. On we go. Right. We're now at Eeyore's Sad and Gloomy place. Eeyore's Sad and Gloomy place, and wow, it's amazing. Look at those trees. It took a while to get in here. I don't know if you'll be wanting to get here, but we had to literally bushwhack our way through. We didn't damage anything, and climb across the brook. Literally had to climb across it. So it was a bit of a job and a half to get here, but there it is, Eeyore's Sad and Gloomy place. It's absolutely amazing, the views. Look at it. So now we've got the fun of going back, bushwhacking our way back won't be so bad, and back across the stream.
It's now 12:30.
12:30, you getting hungry then?
Yes.
We'll have to think about lunch soon. Okay. Cup of tea. And a Scotch egg. Lovely jubbly.
Oh, thanks.
Oh. Here, Trav. Do you know what? You know we're in like Winnie the Pooh area. Do you remember Piglet? The little piggy? I used to love Piglet when I was little. Do you know what I think's happened? Well, do you remember Piglet was a pig? Well, I think I've turned into Pig, Trav.
Oh no!
I think I've turned into Piglet. No, no,
Take it off.
help!
The ears paid too. And last thing, never wear it ever again.
Yeah, I thought I'd tell you quickly a little bit more about the Ashdown Forest. It's lovely here. So basically, why isn't it being cultivated, bulldozed like most places? Surprisingly, unsurprisingly, because they usually are. It was a hunting ground. It started in Norman times, so it was a Norman hunting ground up until Tudor times. And I know that Henry VIII hunted around here. I don't know if this is where he had his accident. Apparently there was a famous accident where he was hunting, fell off his horse, ended up with a gammy leg for the rest of his life, and that stopped him exercising much. But yeah, so it was up till Tudor times, hunting ground. Then it became, or it was used, it was common land. So common land was where the commoners could come and they could like graze their cattle, they could pick up the wood, all sorts of things like that. It gave them rights. And then in 1693, there was this whole ongoing thing, different acts going through various times of basically nicking the land. So the landowners, private land, nicking all the common land. So 1693, they nicked half of it. So it was originally 13,000 acres. And then, yeah, I think it was 1693, it was nicked. Half of it was pinched, stolen, taken. It, you know, it was technically theirs, but it was common land. So that left 6,100 acres, which is what we have today. The other half was then parcelled off, sold off. But a lot of it is now in private hands, but it is still woodland. As I say, it's only about 40% wood. We're actually about to, or around about the 500 acre wood, which is the 100 acre one in Winnie the Pooh. So yeah, that's give or take what happened and why it's still here. And as I said earlier, it's one of the biggest like areas of land in the southeast. I mean, 6,100 acres is still pretty big. So yeah, and it's lovely here. So it's a little bit of history for you. Okay, back in the car. Trav's got his polos. We're polo people, we are, aren't we, Trav? Yes. Sorry. So, it was great. It started raining quite a lot now. It was raining a little bit when we were out. Put the raincoats on, but it wasn't that bad. It's a tiny bit of drizzle, it was okay, but now it seems to be really... Heaven's opening up. The weather report did say there was a 5% chance, so you obviously got the 5%. But other than that, yeah, it was wonderful. We're in Pooh Bridge car park. There's quite a few, sorry, I'll hold it a different way. Pooh Bridge car park, there's quite a few different car parks, but this one, it's filled up a lot now, and we got here, it's quite early. There's plenty of spaces. It's free. I'm guessing, as it's all run by the Ashdown Forest conservators, then if this car park's free, I'm assuming the others are, but don't take my word for it. And I loved it. We're going to definitely come back. I want to do a bit more of the heath side, where the A A Milne statue is. We did the other side as well, which is the wood side. So I'm going to come back. It's lovely. To me, it was double the size of Neck. It's like 6,000 plus acres. Neck's about 3,000. And it reminded me very much of Neck, wild. The only thing was we didn't see any animals. Whereas Neck, you see tons of like deers and things. I know there are deer here, although they were almost hunted to extinction when they were hunting, but they're trying to bring them back. So it's really because we were making noise, weren't we? So, what's your verdict?
Very good walk.
Very good walk. Me, absolutely fabulous. It's great. I mean, it's Ashdown Forest. It's brilliant. It's loads and loads of space and natural. You know, what more could you ask for? Anyway, so, all right, Trump.
Yes, let's play a minute.
Okay. Ready?
Bye.